But we'll get started here. Whoops, got to use the right mouse. All right, so welcome to everybody. So we make sure everyone's in the right place. This is intended for athletes attending the IFSS World Championship and Masters World Championship in Minocqua, Wisconsin. The championships will be taking place at Minocqua Winter Park. They will take place from Tuesday, October 21st to Sunday, October 26th. If people haven't noticed, the stakeout will actually open on Saturday, October 18th. We don't have information about what will be available for sure and what won't be available at that time, so just bear that in mind. Any information that we have that we shared is available on the IFSS event website. Don't forget there is a banquet taking place on the evening of Friday, October 24th. You can get your tickets at Eventbrite. I believe those are on sale until 2 weeks before the actual banquet, so just keep that in mind in your planning. And for any information that you might be looking for, the best places to check are the IFSS event website, as well as the IFSS event Facebook page. Gabrielle.
Alors, le championnat mondial aura lieu à Minocqua, au Wisconsin, au Minocqua Winter Park, du 21 au 26 octobre 2025. Les reconnaissances débutent le samedi 18 octobre. Pour avoir le programme de l'événement, vous avez le lien qui est ici. Tanya, do we have because the link in the presentation do they have the link?
Yeah, we're going to share the presentation with the links after this meeting, so everyone will have all these links. Yeah.
OK. Fait que tout le monde va avoir le lien. On va partager la présentation après après la rencontre. Donc, vous allez tous avoir les liens qui sont ici. Il y aura un banquet le vendredi 24 octobre. Pour s'inscrire au banquet, vous avez le lien qui est ici sur eventbrite.com. Puis, pour trouver toute autre information, vous avez les deux sites sur Facebook puis sur ifssevents.net. Donc, encore une fois, vous allez avoir les liens nécessaires à la fin de la rencontre. Okay, you can continue, Tanya.
Thank you. So recently, CAHDS held our 2025 AGM, and we've had some changes, which has brought about a new board of directors. So we wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to our current board of directors. We had the pleasure of welcoming back regional organization from Quebec, MACQ, as well as adding a new regional organization for British Columbia, the Association of British Columbia Harness Dog Sports. So with that changed our board of directors a little bit. So I reintroduced myself. My name is Tanya. I'm from Alberta. I'm the representative on the board of directors for the province of Alberta and for the Alberta Association of Harness Dog Sports. For the Maritime Association of Harness Dog Sports, MADS represents both Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. So they have two members, Chantel and Amanda. Are you guys here?
Yep, we're here. Yep, we're here.
Wave, say hello, everybody. Get to meet them.
Hi.
Representing MACQ from Quebec, Gabrielle, you've met. Say hello.
Hello.
From Ontario, representing the Committee for Ontario Harness Dog Sports, we have Megan. Hey, everyone. I saw her in here. She's very quiet. And then representing ACSCA is Kat.
Hello, everybody.
And representing the independent members on the board of directors is Muriel from Manitoba.
Hello, everyone.
Fabulous.
Do you want me to translate that as well?
Just quick, yeah.
OK. Donc, au mois d'août dernier, le CAHDS a tenu son assemblée générale annuelle. Il y a eu des changements au niveau du board parce qu'ils ont accepté des nouvelles organisations régionales. Donc, au niveau, il y a nous que moi je représente, MACQ, ABCHDS, que c'est Kat Spencer qui représente, Et les autres, c'est simplement des retours. Donc, pour AAHDS en Alberta, c'est Tania, la présidente. MAHDS dans les Maritimes, Chantal et Amanda. COHDS en Ontario, c'est Megan qui remplace JC, Jean-Christophe Onodibio. Et pour représenter les membres indépendants, c'est Muriel du Manitoba. You can continue.
Thank you. Perfect. And we wanted to take this opportunity to introduce to you your team captain for these championships. This year, we have selected Lowell Grebe from Ontario to represent Team Canada at these championships as the team captain. I didn't see if Lowell is here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
perfect. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everybody.
We've got lots of photos so we can put names to faces. And we wanted to clarify for everyone what the role of the team captain is. So your team captain is responsible for attending the team meetings that take place daily. This is where any important information from the race committee, the race marshals, judges, etc., will be disseminated. That is attended only by the captain, just to make it easy. And then the captain is to lead the meetings with the Team Canada athletes and disseminate that information. The team captain is also responsible for handling any protests. You can find the protest form on the IFSS website, and if you have a protest, bad pass, whatever happens in the race itself, you would approach Lowell in order to get a copy of that protest form and to file your formal protest. And then the next role is to organize our relay team, and there is instructions as to how that relay team is selected, which you can find in the code of conduct, and it is the responsibility of our team captain to put together that relay team at the championships. Couple of things that the team captain is not responsible for: making sure you get to your start line on time, making sure you have your bib, those sorts of things. So just be aware, that what they are and are not responsible for doing for you at these championships. And I know there is some concern in terms of how information is going to be presented to our French-speaking athletes. JC and Florian, who are still on our translation committee, will be in attendance, as well as Elise Rosen, who have all offered to make their services available to make sure that everything is disseminated both in English and in French, so that everybody has the information that they need for these championships.
Can I go?
Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you. So pour cette, it's hard to having to translate hearing in English, but have to speak in French. Pour ce championnat-là, c'est Lowell Grebe qui va être votre team captain. Alors, ses responsabilités, ce sera d'aller aux rencontres des capitaines d'équipe, de gérer, de leader l'équipe Canada, les rencontres d'équipe également entre vous. C'est lui qui va aussi gérer les protestes. Si vous avez quoi que ce soit, vous devez passer par lui pour les protestes. Et c'est lui également qui va organiser l'équipe de relais pour le Wisconsin. Ce que Tania disait, c'est qu'il ne peut pas gérer est-ce que vous avez votre bib, est-ce que vous avez le bon équipement, est-ce que vous êtes en retard à votre course. Non. Ça, il ne gère pas ça. I don't remember, Tania, what you said last. After the responsibility.
Oh, translation. So JC, Florian, and Elise Rosen.
Il va y avoir des gens avec vous sur l'équipe, Jean-Christophe Onodibio, Florian, Élise Roson également, qui vont pouvoir vous aider si vous avez des problèmes, des difficultés, je dirais en anglais, pour quoi que ce soit. Là, ils vont pouvoir faire le lien avec Lowell.
Perfect. Just a reminder to everybody to review your anti-doping training. Make sure you're looking at anything that you might be taking. Make sure that it's not on that controlled substances list. If you do need to file a TUE, make sure you get that well in advance so that the anti-doping team has an opportunity to review all of that information. And I just want everybody to give yourselves a huge round of applause, because all of our Team Canada athletes have completed that mandatory training. And it is my understanding that we are the first country that completed it. So that's awesome for such a huge team to have finished that well in advance. That's a huge kudos to all of you guys. Gabrielle.
Yeah, donc, un petit rappel pour le anti-doping trainings. Donc, essentiellement, ce que Tania a dit, c'est que toute l'équipe Canada l'a rempli. Donc, bravo, félicitations à tous. All right, you can go.
Perfect. All right, so there are some things that are important that we make sure that we have completed in advance of these championships. We'll go through them one at a time. That way Gabrielle doesn't have to try and remember everything and translate it all in one go. We'll make it a bit easier. So the first thing is the making sure that you're familiar with the code of conduct. The code of conduct is available on the website. We did have a couple of updates that have been published, so we just need to get the French version up onto the website. So give us a couple of hours after this meeting, and that will be all up to date. But make sure you go through and review the code of conduct. The biggest thing is, you know, we want to make sure that we're good sportsmen and that we're good representatives of ourselves, our dogs, and our nation when we're at these championships. Gabrielle.
Oui, donc les responsabilités des athlètes, la première, c'est de bien suivre le code de conduite de CAHDS. Donc, vous pouvez trouver le CAHDS soit sur ce lien-là ou sur le site Internet de CAHDS dans les documents. Donc, c'est très important que on représente notre pays. Donc, c'est très important qu'on soit qu'on suive bien ces règles d'éthique.
Perfect. Number 2 is make sure you're familiar with the IFSS rules and regulations. You can see the screenshot here where you can find that on the IFSS website. These rules differ a little bit from the rules that we have throughout Canada, particularly rules for line lengths. So just make sure that you familiarize yourself with those rules, with the start position prior to arriving, so that we don't have any confusion or upset in the course of the championship.
Donc, deuxièmement, c'est de se comply, j'ai pas la traduction vite de même en tête, là, mais c'est de bien respecter, les règles de l'IFSS, les règles aux participants. Il y a quelques règles qui diffèrent avec les nôtres au Québec ou même partout au Canada, particulièrement la longueur du bungee. Donc, il faut les lire puis s'assurer que tout notre matériel est en ordre puis qu'on les suit bien.
Perfect. Next is make sure that you're familiar with your race schedule and the details. The schedule as we have it currently is posted on the IFSS event website. What we don't have currently is like start times, what time you need to be at the line. But as those get released, they will be updated onto that website. So that's your best resource for the most up-to-date information.
Donc, la troisième, c'est être au courant de l'heure de notre départ puis des détails concernant ce départ-là. Donc, vous avez tous les détails pour vos départs sur le lien qui est ici, que vous allez pouvoir avoir aussi dans la présentation.
Perfect. Make sure that you're arriving with all your necessary gear, equipment, all your necessary documentation. Don't forget paperwork that's required to cross the border into the US, the big one being the CDC paperwork. We've linked to the website. The other thing is that could be changing. We've heard some rumblings and some rumors. So currently, all you need is to fill out that form, have a copy of it, but that could change at any time. So just make sure that you're keeping up to date in what's the most recent news. If we hear of any changes, we will definitely share that with the team.
Donc, on arrive préparé avec tout le matériel et la documentation nécessaire pour les chiens, pour les douanes et pour nous également. Vous avez tous les papiers à remplir sur le lien qui est ici, CDC Paperwork. Ils ont entendu, ce que Tania dit, c'est qu'ils ont entendu dire qu'il allait y avoir peut-être des changements, donc il faut être préparé à ça, mais pour l'instant, tout ce qu'il y a à remplir est là. Mais soyez préparés à ce que peut-être il puisse y avoir des changements qui surviennent.
Perfect. The next big one is make sure you have all your vet paperwork up to date and ready to go. If you haven't done your pre-vet check, that's even more important. This year, IFSS has allowed us to pre-submit that vet paperwork, so we encourage everybody to take advantage of that. There's a few links on this presentation. One is to the information about what is required vaccine-wise. The second one is the link to the vet pre-vet check paperwork, and also make sure that you have updated your dog microchip list. So those are the three links that are posted there. The other thing that we've heard about these pre-vet check submissions is that people are submitting them and it's a number of weeks before they hear back. My understanding is the team is doing it in batches. So for example, myself, I've submitted mine 3 weeks ago. I have not received a response, but I anticipate one any moment now. So if you haven't heard back, it's probably because they haven't completed that batch of submissions at this point.
Donc, on s'assure que tous nos papiers de vétérinaire sont à jour et idéalement avoir fait le pre-vet check. Donc, cette année, l'IFSS nous permet de faire un vet check d'avance. Donc, si vous ne l'avez pas fait, on vous invite à le faire. Ce que Tania a dit, c'est que faut pas, si vous l'avez fait ou si vous prévoyez le faire rapidement, c'est quand même assez long de recevoir des réponses. Donc, Tania a fait le sien il y a 3 semaines, puis elle n'a pas reçu de réponse encore. Ils font ça par batch, donc prévoyez 3 à 4 semaines là, avant d'avoir une réponse pour le vet check.
Perfect. The other thing that we received information from the athletes who attended last year's North American Continental Championship at the same location is make sure you're up to date on your tick medication. Even though it's October, it stays warm enough that ticks are still active at that time of year. And that region is prone to some tick-borne illnesses. So we do recommend that you, in addition to the required vaccines, that you also are up to date with your tick prevention.
On vous suggère de vous mettre à jour pour la médication de prévention des tiques. Au Wisconsin, il y en a pas mal. Puis même à ce temps-ci de l'année, là, c'est encore assez chaud pour dire que la tique est encore active. Et il y a beaucoup aussi de tiques qui peuvent transmettre des maladies. Donc, si vous ne l'avez pas fait, là, on vous suggère de vous mettre à jour sur la médication pour les tiques.
Excellent. And last on the list here, make sure that you sign your competitor consent form. That is due September 28th. So not quite 2 weeks to go. In order to complete that, you will go to the actual IFSS website, not the event website, but their main website. And you will log in under the driver ID holder login. If you have problems with that, please reach out to CAHDS. There have been a couple of people that have tried that and they've gotten a message that their email is not active. So if you are unable to log in, if you haven't done it before, you'll have to register. And if you have any difficulties, make sure you reach out to CAHDS and we'll get that sorted for you.
Just one clarification, Tanya. Make sure they register with the same email they registered for their DID with.
Absolutely, yeah.
Alors, si vous ne l'avez pas signé encore, c'est important de signer votre consentement comme compétiteur. Vous devez le faire avant le 28 septembre. C'est sur ce lien-là, sleddogsport, je vois pas, excusez.com. C'est bien important également de le faire avec, si vous ne l'avez pas fait encore, de le faire avec le même email que vous avez pris votre DID.
Perfect. A little bit of information about the race trail. What we know is it is a mix of grass and soft soil. The terrain is rolling hills. There's many sections of elevation, totaling a nice, good, big number of elevation. And that course is well marked. Last year, Continental Champions raced the 2.3-mile course. This year, the championship classes will race a longer 3.2-mile course, which is approximately 5 kilometers. We are still working to get a video. We're trying to find a rig video from the 3.2-mile course from last year so that we can share that with athletes so you can get an idea of what that full course looks like. And when we have that, we will share it with you.
Alors, de ce qu'on sait, la trail, ce sera essentiellement du gazon puis du sol mou. Je sais pas si on peut traduire ça comme ça. C'est beaucoup de montée, bonne montée, descente, mais il y a relativement pas mal d'élévation. Puis c'est très bien balisé. On essaie encore d'avoir une vidéo de ceux qui sont allés au championnat nord-américain l'automne passé, mais pour le kart, là, mais pour l'instant, on n'en a pas.
Fantastic. Information we are still waiting on from IFSS. We do not have any details about the stakeout. The size, the location, whether overnight stays will be permitted. There are some rumors that there may be some water available, but not utilities, but we don't have anything confirmed from IFSS. So as soon as we have that information, we will pass that on to the rest of the team.
Can I go now? I just
Yes,
don't
please.
want to. Okay,
Yeah.
good. On n'a pas encore d'informations de l'IFSS à propos du site de course. Est-ce que ça va être possible de dormir là? Est-ce qu'il y a de l'eau potable? See, I forgot things. I was at water, and then
there will not be power.
Il n'y aura pas d'électricité.
And we don't know. Yeah, we don't. That's about it. We don't have any information about the logistics of the site, where you enter, where you exit, that sort of information.
On n'a pas encore d'informations pour les entrées et sorties du site. Pour l'instant, on n'a rien là-dessus non plus.
And we don't have information about the vet check process. We know from folks who attended last year that the vet checks were done at vehicles. We don't think there's going to be enough room for everybody on site at the same time, so we don't know if there's going to be a vet check tent. We just don't have that information yet. As soon as we find out from IFSS, we will definitely pass that along.
On n'a pas encore non plus comment on va procéder pour le vet check. Est-ce qu'il va y avoir une tente pour ça ou etc. Mais dès qu'on a l'information, on va vous la transmettre.
And again, just a reminder, information as it is shared with us, it also gets updated on the IFSS event website. So that is also, if you can't find it on our social media posts, the best place to check is the event website.
Alors, encore une fois, le site de l'IFSS, c'est votre meilleur point d'information. Donc, si vous avez des questions, la première chose à faire, c'est de vérifier sur la page web si l'information y est. Sinon, vous pouvez toujours nous écrire un courriel.
Perfect. And we want to thank everybody for attending, for being amazing. We want to wish you the best of luck with your training. Our championships are coming up pretty quick here, so we know everybody's putting their nose to the grindstones and getting their miles in. And we wanted to remind you, if you have any questions, please reach out to the CAHDS Board of Directors, and we will do our best to answer any questions you might have.
Alors, félicitations à toute l'équipe Canada. Bon succès dans vos entraînements, dans vos courses. On est là pour vous, évidemment. Si vous avez questions ou quoi que ce soit, n'hésitez pas à nous écrire sur le courriel. On va vous répondre rapidement.
Perfect. Thank you so much for attending, and we'll let you get on with your evenings.
Thank you.
May I make one quick comment?
Absolutely, please do.
Go.
Are you guys okay with me disclosing what I've been up to in the background?
For sure.
I think the board knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So
let me just kill this presentation, and then that way you can have the screen.
Sure, thank you. I don't know whether I'm allowed to. I think I've been banned from sharing my screen, so I'll explain what I've done instead. So I've been fortunate enough to participate in other events at a fairly high level, not harness dog sports. And one of the things that is quite common, and I think there's been lots of you speaking to, how do we share this experience with each other, and how do we share this experience with other racers? So I went on a limb and asked CAHDS for permission to utilize one of the CAHDS logos, and also have utilized the World Championships logo, and have what's called a challenge coin being shipped. So it's a customized coin. On one side, it will say Canada with our. I'd love to be able to share a screen that I can show you what it looks like, but I can't. So we're able to.
Can you put it in the chat so we can?
Yeah, I
maybe
can.
share? Yeah, put it
that.
in the chat so we can share it for you.
I think that's not on. We can add it into an email afterwards. Maybe.
Okay.
So it's a challenge coin. There is. I will have, or I've allocated. This is a personal cost on my end, but I wanted everybody on the team to have something special that we can kind of look at in future years. The clothing is great. CAHDS, excellent job, but at some point in time the clothing wears out, or we crash riding our bikes and tear our clothing, which may or may not. Okay, yeah, thanks, Kat. Smiley face. So that's something that I've done for the team. There will be extra coins available if you've got a handler or somebody that you feel is worthy of sharing this experience with you as well. So I'll make sure that the board has that, or I can post it in our, as long as I have permission to post that, I'll post it in our our team Facebook page. So you will all get one at the first team meeting. So Gabrielle, I know that was a lot.
Oui, alors c'est Lowell, votre team captain. Alors, avec son expérience qu'il y a dans les sports, d'autres sports, pas nécessairement des sports de chiens attelés, il a essayé de trouver un moyen de rassembler l'équipe puis d'avoir quelque chose en commun. Donc, c'est sur c'est sa décision personnelle, là, ça vient pas de CAHDS du tout. Il a fait faire un coin. C'est quoi un coin? C'est une scène. J'ai pas le mot en français. Y a-t-il quelqu'un qui peut m'aider? En tout cas, c'est une pièce de monnaie, allons-y comme ça. D'un côté, il y a le logo du Canada. What is on the other side? There's the logo of the
championship logo.
The championship logo is on the other side. Yeah.
Sur l'autre côté, c'est le championship logo. Donc, c'est quelque chose que vous allez pouvoir garder parce qu'il dit les vêtements sont super beaux, mais ça perdure pas nécessairement dans le temps. Donc, avec cette petite pièce de monnaie, ben, vous allez avoir un souvenir qui va perdurer dans le temps. Voilà. There you go.
And you can order additional ones through Lowell if you want to give them to anybody that's helped you on your championship journey.
Vous pouvez en commander il y en a fait faire de plus, donc si vous avez des gens qui vous accompagnent, des handlers, on sait que c'est très important, puis des gens qui vous ont aidé dans votre préparation et qui vous aimeriez faire un cadeau, ben il y en a de plus si vous désirez en acheter.
So we'll make sure that information is shared along with this presentation with all the important links, either later tonight or early tomorrow morning.
La présentation, ça va être tout ce que Lowell vient de nous dire, là, ça va être dans la présentation qu'on va vous partager, qui sera partagée ce soir ou demain matin tôt.
Early tomorrow morning. Come on.
Is that what I said? Yeah. Do you understand French?
A little bit.
But you do understand French.
Like,
we just don't have the skill set to translate on the fly like you do, Gabrielle.
Oh, jeez.
You are a hero taking that on, because I know it's not an easy job.
No, thank you.
Perfect. Well, once again, thank you everyone for being here, and we look forward to seeing you. And like I personally, because I'm kind of far removed, I really look forward to meeting everybody that I have been following, creeping in the background, following on social media and watching you guys succeed. So I really look forward to putting names to faces and getting to know everybody in person when we all arrive in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Thanks for coming in.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.